think mine was gayer than that.
Oh, was it?
I was watching some chick in a bikini watching chips.
Like, I mean, how long was she in the shot where you were just like you had to be like, oh shit.
Alpha Media X asks, bXd, what? Hey dickhead, when you gonna ride that dusty gooch, the 636? Arson, when you gonna hit that throttle with the bottle on that bike of yours? And both of you would ever do a build series? You fucks. Well, let me go ahead and address this right now. That 636 is, I hate to say this, but it's pretty much on its last leg, and I'm at the point where it's a little too hard to keep dumping money into it. It runs, but she needs some work done. I feel like that bike needs some TLC, and I know I said I'd never do this, but we might be selling her to somebody that will take care of it a little better than me and let the legacy of that bike live on with in somebody else's hands. So there's high chances that bike might be retired. We might have to make an official retire video of that. But the ZX10, that baby still got a lot of life in her, and that baby's gonna be good. And Arson with his bike, you pretty much was talking about how it wasn't running. So
yeah, I'm trying to get it fixed. It's running on like one cylinder, so I think I might just have to clean the carbs out and fucking shoot a load into the jets and shit. I don't know. I'm no fucking mechanic, so I'm just gonna have someone do it for me, like those build series is.
One Porky 3 says, tell more ghost stories or funny times you remember. I have a quick one I can remember. One of the times me and Arson got drunk, we were fucking, it was the end of a night. We used to have kickbacks, have our friends over, and we fucking get drunk in our backyards with fucking King Cobra 40s, because we used to literally drink the shit out of those. And then one night after, Arson was literally chugging them, because he used to put on shows and chug fucking warm Cobra 40s, because it was fucking cool to look at back then. And one night he was drunk in the kitchen on the floor, and he was looking for something to throw up into, and he threw up into his dog food bowl, and gave them a nice fucking 5-star dog dinner. You got any old random classic fun stories you could tell that you remember?
I think I had bacon and eggs that day, so the dogs were very nutritionally sound after that.
Sounds like some fucking spoiled dogs. Oh, even 909 if it says, is there going to be another meetup at Chaparral again like last time? And you're talking about SCMM, and yes, indeed, there is going to be an SCMM.
Yeah. This question is from Chrome Dome. If you and Arson had a prom night dumpster baby, would it look more like you or him? Or would it turn out to look like Do It With Dan? Between the both of us, me and Derek, I don't think that any baby could have as marbled and chiseled of an ass as Do It With Dan. I said it before and I'll say it again. I've seen that man's ass multiple times, and it looks like Leonardo da Vinci carved it himself.
Yeah, it literally looks like an ass carved out of stone.
Right, it's magnificent. If you're a female out there and you haven't seen it, I implore you to try.
It's on my Instagram.
Oh, there you go. Just look on his Instagram.
Around August last year, SCM
Yeah.
times. He's on Arson's bike with his just marbled Greek chiseled stone ass, just chilling out in the open for you guys to bask in the ambience.
And it is beautiful. But in that case, I mean, I don't know how babies work, but I'm assuming that it's a 50-50 shot, whether or not it looks like one or the other or somewhere in the middle. I don't know. It'd probably just take like all of our ugliest parts, like my skull face and his nothingness, blackness. No, that wasn't racist or nothing, but it would probably just like look somewhere in between. I don't know. Next question. Quick question. Mike CRTS1 says, is it true that Arson has webbed feet? Only if I toe fuck your mom and she's fucking extra slimy that day. Next question. Kings_fan11 says, is Arson still chooching the douche flute? No. I'm not. Next question. Staha. What the fuck? He says, has Harley tried to push some bullshit marketing scheme where they let you ride a Harley for advertising purposes on you yet, like they have for other unnamed motovloggers? Let me just tell you this. No. Okay, just no. Harley's a big old fucking chingadera. They don't need no fucking nobody like me fucking riding no bikes for them. Like, I could probably buy like every single one of their bikes and ride them around and be like, hey Harley, look what I did. Give me some money. They'd probably like fucking give me like a free taco at one of their free taco events, and that would probably be it. Because, you know, no. While Derek is gone, I'm going to answer this question right here. This guy says, how many goody holes can be ate at once? And the answer to that is all of them. Every single one of them. Not one goody hole can be uneaten. I want to put it back just a tad.
Back? This?
Yeah. That way, like, you're getting more reflected light.
Oh, I gotcha.
Okay, so John J.O.N._. That's his name. Real question: what was/is your favorite spot that you have found to just sit and chill?
I've been in mine a few times on videos, and it's that little one where you see me right at the base of the mountain, and then I go up that past those fucking death bees, and I go where that like rock wall is in like a horseshoe format that overlooks towards the mansion hilltop. That's been a pretty staple place for me just to kind of like ride up to and just enjoy the view and kick it and fucking whack the old pudski.
I'm gonna I'm kind of like just stuck in my own house all the time, so my favorite place to go and chill is in an empty bathtub with a bottle of Jack Daniels staring at the broken tile and duct tape from the time that I poked a hole in it with my dick.
Melton Jared says, are y'all's ever going to make more duo videos in the future, and when y'all's going to get your baby makers out? Well, obviously, we are going to make them videos. Those are my favorite videos to make, but our baby makers out. On the next vlog, we might fucking do some fucking thunder cat dick action and, I don't know, fucking cross swords in a gas station and cause an explosion. I don't even know. But yeah, there'll definitely be some more duo videos in the future. We're just like he said, he's got his only bike, giving him little problems. You know, got to get without a bike. You know, can't do it. And like I told you, my 636 on this last leg got some. You know, we're all dicked here. We're all dicked, but we're down here. We're going down this pace. We've been at a flat level here, and we're slowly getting back to that point. You know what I'm saying? We're slowly getting there. We're getting there though.
Frank the TNK, Frank the Tank. Oh, it's Frank the Tank. What is your plan to fix all the loose assholes in the Harley community in 2018? The epidemic needs to be stopped. Well, honestly, I mean, why are you so worried about people's assholes? Are you just looking for Harley people just solely based on the fact that you want to fucking cornhole their assholes? Maybe you should just worry about your own asshole and just, like, move on with your life. I mean, they're not hurting you. Whatever situation their asshole is in has nothing to do with you. So you're all right. You'll live. You'll survive. Don't worry about it. My asshole's tight, but, I mean, it doesn't matter to you. As long as your asshole is whatever the way you want it to be, that's all that matters.
Amend of Dinga says, I'm hungry. Can you fetch me a sandwich? Nah, bitch. I think you need to go ahead and make it yourself and sprinkle that cess in your mailbox on it, get you in a little trouble.
But since we know that you're not capable of making a sandwich, go ahead and yell down to your mom downstairs to bring you up a sandwich and a Capri Sun on the double.
With the straw already poked through the pouch. Papa Densio asks, how did your first popped cherry go with any bike? When did your first bike tire pop? And how did it go? I've never popped a tire. I mean, I've had flats, but I've never had one like continuously, like immediately just bust and fuck up. But yeah, flat tires suck fucking ass. I've had one time where it happened right outside Chaparral, and I literally popped it up on a down telephone pole, took the tire off with my toolkit, took it into Chaparral, got it fucking the tire swapped without paying the fee to get it worked on, and that was, I guess, a good fortunate time I had with that. But what about you?
You popped a tire one time, remember? Like, I remember you FaceTimed me while you were pushing it down the road.
Oh yeah, I pushed it. That was with the ZX6. Yeah, I pushed it. Yeah, I've had a few times where I've pushed my bike far with that. What about you? Have you ever had a pop tire incident?
Only on my Huffy when I was 10.
Okay, that's still pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
T Rizzle 0619 says, how long have you guys been gaming together? Since fucking the day we met.
Yeah.
Playing some zombies and some fucking, what else did we play back then?
I don't know. We played fucking Dig Dug and fucking Giraffe Anus Simulator. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, we
were
played
playing.
pretty much a lot of shit back in the day. Yeah, we've been fucking since the day we met.
So this one comes from the homie fucking 74C Bass. And he says, what's the hardest thing to find in video creating and editing? I guess the hardest thing is like fucking creating content that you could actually fucking like edit, I guess. And then the second part is like finding video clips or, relatable like, pictures or something that goes in with the edit that just makes the edit good. So it's like recording it is like only half the battle, because then you got to fucking look on YouTube for funny clips that, go with what you're saying, or at least in our editing style. A lot of you guys just like to take a drone out there and just call it a fucking day, but, that's the easy way out.
Yeah, pretty much what he said. The recording video is nothing. Shit always comes natural for us, but the editing, obviously, like he said, I always do something, edit it, and be like, damn, I should have put this. So I'm good about, I always am adamant about rewatching my shit all the time, but these days I find it hard to even come up with like actual topics to talk about anymore, so that's why my videos are just fucking but that's pretty much me personally these days after all the time I've been doing this shit. Gage Conrad says, what's your ideal poop size?
Honestly, I like a good firm poop, but like one time I had a poop that literally was one solid turd, but it wrapped all the way around the rim of the bowl of the water. And that was like choice poop, because it was like one and done. One squirt and it was all over. But I also like, after eating a lot of hot, spicy food, I like that pain in your butthole where it's just like you're like shooting like fucking mortar rounds into the fucking water and you feel that splash up on your asshole. That's a good one too, because it hurts, but you know that you're getting cleaned out, which is optimal.
What he said. Dank Wheelie, aka the career that Arson ruined when he was out here, asks, will you go on a Grom adventure with me?
No, your career's already over. I ruined it that one fateful day. Get over it. Your time is over. Alright? It's done. I'm sorry, bud. Like, true love, homie, but it's all over. Sorry, bud.
Dank Willie, I'll let you sit on my lap and be my spinner while I ride my Grom. Plain and simple. J Ham says, if you had to give up any one of your bikes, which one would it be and why?
If I had to give up any one of my bikes?
Yeah, you didn't tag me.
Fucking, I guess fucking, I'd get rid of, I don't know.
You'd steal a Huffy from your neighbor's kid and then fucking...
Yeah, it would become mine, and then I would just sell that, I guess. Like, I don't even know how to answer that.
I'd get rid of my green pit bike, because I already got a new one, my Grom. Guero 19872413 says, what's the hardest that you have ever slammed your snatch, and how?
What's the hardest that I've ever clammed it?
Slammed your snatch.
One time I was riding a ripstick, and I was going real fast, and those things are only meant for like 10 miles an hour maximum. I was hitting at least 13, and that motherfucker slid out from under me. I landed literally lip first on my fucking coochie walls, and my whole bottom area from like hip to hip and everything in between, my butthole, my vagina, everything, purple and blue and black. And I'm white, and that's a Casper ass back there, so I mean, that's fucking horrible. That hurt. That was bad.
Mine one time was I was fucking with some fucking swap meet nunchucks, and I was doing this, and within like a couple rings, I fucking just thwacked my fucking pud, and then I was like, that hurt, and then 6 seconds went by, and then I was like, that really hurt, and then I was fucking like groaning and moaning for the next like 30 minutes, and then there's obviously a bunch of other times in between too, so. Artist by Night says, how much wood could a woodchuck chug if a bear shits in the woods? And if no one is there to hear it, does it make a sound?
It depends on how close the woodchuck is to the bear shitting and if it woodchucks the shit or if that's a play on words. I'm not entirely sure of the demographic of which we're talking about either. Obviously, there's a lot of polar bears, black bears, brown bears, which all could be different continents. You got panda bears. There's also a different variety of woodchucks and a lot of species. They have different characteristics as far as the volume of their woodchucking goes. So, I mean, you're really asking a really vague question with a lot of complex variables again. So I'm going to say about a 50% chance that you would hear it.
I'd say if the bear was there taking a shit and he didn't die, I'd say the bear just heard the shit. Therefore, it was heard.
Yeah, and then they're probably going to say, oh, what if it's a deaf bear? Shut up.
Then the deaf bear felt the vibration of his fat shit hitting the ground. Those vibrations transferred from the ground through the bear's feet into his neurons into his brain where his hearing would be. Therefore, he internally in his brain heard the shit. It's Kevin says, do I still have my pit bike? And if so, can I still make videos on it? It's fucking it's just a shitty Chinese pit bike. Honestly, the Grom is the exact same experience. So, I'll probably sell it.
This one is from CBR_Queen_Motovlogs. Arson, can you steal Dank Wheelie's stunt job? I already did. We already covered it, alright? Haven't you been reading these comments? You know I tackled that one, alright? Dank Wheelie is done. His career is over, alright? I gave him an application to Burger King, Universal. It's over. Flipping burgers from here on out.
Scrolling through his comments, I'm noticing that they're either face reveal comments or who fucks who in the ass or who sucks whose tip. That's literally a good fucking 30% of these questions.
Unique as fuck.
Alright, Pinhead Brown says, so if you wake up halfway in your mother's gooty hole and your dad is halfway in yours, which way are you getting out? Are you going balls deep in your mom or are you backing it up into your dad?
Obviously you ain't ever heard of going sideways and bending your tip to the left, motherfucker. It's a solid answer, like you just fucking do a cartwheel out. Alright? Gymnastics, motherfucker. Have you heard of it? Bitch.
I'd straight fucking grab the shoulders in front of me and leapfrog out of that situation real quick. The Freaking Door says, does Arson Rides play any instrument? If so, do you two ever play together? Skin flute doesn't count.
If skin flute doesn't count, then I'm going to go ahead and say that I am very well proficient at the rusty trombone. So come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's from Connor_91. What was the sketchiest moment ever during a ride? Well, I mean, there was that one time when I was riding in the LA River and I caught AIDS. That was sketchy. I mean, my dick game just dropped off after that, man. It was so hard to catch poontang after you find out that you fell in some AIDS-infested waters. That's tough, and that's sketchy. All right? There was the other time before the KLR got stolen where the tire was literally, the back tire was like wibbly wobbling like this. And that's just how it was. It was just wibbly wobbled. But I didn't really care because, you know, fucking thug life and shit. But it was just like, it was bad. And it was scary. But I persevered. And it was okay. And I don't think I ever fixed it. I think it just fixed itself. A lot of things in my life, if I just let them go, they just fix themselves. And it's great. I like it. It's convenient. This guy said, do the Transformers need health insurance or car insurance? Shit. Do you need a fucking diaper or a binky? Because that's a fucking gay-ass question. Would you and Arson ever participate in a huge orgy? I mean, I've already seen your nutsack enough to where, like, I don't need to see it again. And definitely not in, like, an applicable circumstance.
And it's not like we'd be in an orgy and you're just, like, looking at my dick the whole time like this anyway. So.
Well, I don't want to be in the same room with your dick when it's, like, being used. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing when it's, like, floating on top of the water in a fucking hot tub. but like, fucking, like, to, like, see you, like, fully torqued, I think I'd get shell shock after that.
Yeah, no one wants to, I don't think there's anybody in the world that cares to see one of their fucking homies' tips and have to have those images in your fucking head.
It's
so
gotta be all strangers.
yeah, so we'll let you go ahead and have fun with the tip gazing that you like.
How's everything going with Arson's grandma and having to move? Everything will be okay. She's gonna go to a home, and I already got a place to live. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Is Arson still planning on doing a cross the country trip? Maybe a little bit of a shorter one, but yeah, I still want to go on a big motorcycle trip with Dad. It's still gonna happen. Have you ever tried Pringles?
No shit.
No shit. If your bike was a celebrity, who would it be?
Ron Jeremy.
Ironically, my bike would be any random person that Ron Jeremy is fucking at the time. Are we coming to SBK this year? When the fuck is that?
I don't even know. Is that the one we did last year? Or the...
Yeah, oh yeah, that was, yeah, State Road Crew. That's right, yeah. But it's like spring or something, right?
That all boils down to who's got the truck that's down to make the trip.
Yeah, that's really dependent, and that was coming from Wax SBK. So yeah, if we can get a ride down there, then yeah, fuck yeah, we'd go down there and maybe a bike to ride or whatever. I'm super down for that, but it all just comes down to, you know, who's crossing our path that want to take us along with them. But yeah, that was a fucking fun ass time last year. That was great. You guys put on a good old fucking show out there. Favorite video game of all time? Mine's Metal Gear Solid.
Resident Evil 3 motherfucking Nemesis. Best game ever right here.
He's even got the disc in your fucking face, you fucking scrub. Dylan is dead said, how deep will Arson let me stick my pickle dick into his ass? We talking like a pickle slice or like a fucking one of those little tiny fucking kosher dill bastards?
Maybe he's talking a sandwich pickle.
Like a just sandwich slice?
Like maybe it's a fucking like it's this small but this fat.
I mean, shit. I mean, no. No. That's a simple question. Maybe if you had $1 million, come at me with a briefcase of $1 million and I'll sit there and seriously consider it. But only for $1 million. I don't care. Like, I'll be gay for $1 million. I don't care. Give a fuck. Think I give a shit? No. It's 2018. All right? Get over it. Some people have some problems. This guy said, how many planets can fit in the state of Texas? Like, are you all right? Take it easy. Take it the fuck easy. Do you want some OG shit? Arson, did that anal ease work out for you? Wow. Haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, no. Who said that?
Luke Man.
Luke Man 875.
Did that anal ease work out? I legit haven't heard that in a while.
I know, it's been a while, thanks. You know what else I haven't seen in a while? Someone sent us a picture of a nerd's rope.
Oh yeah, hey, thank you guys for never ever sending us pictures of Nerds Rope, because that was literally the most annoying thing ever. Every time I opened up Twitter or fucking Instagram, I was always tagged in something that was like a Nerds Rope. Just, I thank you guys for being adults. Like, you grew up over the years, and I appreciate you. If you were a soup, what would you be? We'd be mushroom tip soup.
Probably. There is mushroom tip soups too. You get at those fucking hibachi places.
What the fuck did you think that was gonna be? Duh. And maybe a little bit of sausage in there too. You know what I'm saying?
Vic Noah says, "Would you crash your bike for 50 grand?" Fuck yeah, I would. None of my bikes are even worth over 4 grand, so I would be like, where the fuck do you want it, and where do you want me to land? What about you, Arson?
I mean, I've crashed my bike for a lot less, so I guess so. But I mean, I don't have health insurance, so I mean, that'll probably just pay for the medical bills, and then that'll be it. And I'll just crash my bike for no reason.
I guess it'd be perfect practice to become a professional stunt driver like good old Tony Carbajal.
Yeah, it would be nice to be Carbacunt.
Yeah, you can be a nice side stunt man for Carbacunt, and you guys could work together. It might work out in the long run.
I should ask Carbacunt if he wants to take care of my grandma, and I'll just take his place being a cool stunt rider traveling around the world.
That sounds like a fair plan.
Yeah. Carbacunt, hit me up.
And since Carbacunt's not family, he could go ahead and give your granny some of them fun times she misses. Derek James Smith says, what food caused you the hottest liquid turds?
Probably the hottest shit that I've ever had that was too painful to bear was when I had a zombie taco from Genki Yaki, and my shit was literally black, and it felt like razor blades and fucking salt.
Funny enough, I'd say I remember that experience too, but also I pour Carolina Reaper on like all my wings and shit when I get Wingstop. I have literal ground Carolina Reaper pet powder, and that actually, if you put a little too much of that, that'll fuck with your insides as well. Wesley 3500 Lima says, "Hey, you and Arson should make a band. Will this ever happen?" Funny enough as it is, we've always fucked around with that shit, but never sat down for some legit recordings, because little did you guys know, Arson knows how to, as you've heard on some of our tracks, if you guys haven't heard them, check out my SoundCloud. We had a recent holiday slapper. But yeah, me and Arson have fucked around with that, but
yeah, some metal and shit. Like, I do some vocals for metal. I haven't done it since like
over 10 years ago?
Yeah, I'd say like 7 years ago.
7 years ago?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been a while, but we've been planning to do some shit. Like, we haven't done that shit since we were kids, so, I mean, it's like, eh.
The Sean Man asks, "Hey man, is it pronounced chia or chia?"
I think it's pronounced chia.
Yeah, I've heard other people trying to say that it's chia or chia or some other AIDS-like infested ear rape, but the technical aspect of the sound and the structure of the sound of the ancient word is even that wasn't good enough, but it gives you a generalization of what we're trying to project here for you guys. Let's just go ahead and get this one, since it's a Q&A video, and maybe someone's gonna look out for this and want the answer, and it'll be a video we could point someone towards when they ask this question. Is Christopher Usul. So it's like Christopher literally without a C. Christopher Usul says, "Where's the chia thing from?" So you want to tell the story or do you want me?
Go ahead.
So basically, back in 437 BC, there was this ancient pharaoh by the name of Chia, and he was born with a overly sensitive nutsack, and basically he had a homie, basically kind of like how me and Arson always hang out. He had a homie that always used to hang out with him, and they were sharing a mud hut. And one day he finally, beat some cheeks for the first time. And every time his nutsack would slap her ass, you would just hear, "Tuh, tuh, tuh." And it kind of became this thing. And I just so happened to be a descendant from that family. And Arson Rides is from that homie's family. And somehow all these centuries later, we actually know each other. And we were put in the same place on Earth, I guess. And we kind of carried on our old ancestors' name, and it's kind of like us giving them a shout out basically every time you hear it, right? And it's like, and he was a very happy, positive person. He always had the best outlook on life. He always did the best for everybody. So that's why the word chia always stands. You always hear us saying it for something good, or if like we're just trying to be happy and just project positive energy towards somebody. Chia! Like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of boils down to that. You remember the story, right?
Yeah. I mean, just fucking, you look at them dead in the eye and you say, "Chia!" And then it's all good.
It's all good. So, basically, it all boils down to that. And, fast forward 2018, here we are, and his name hasn't gone in vain yet. We all still fucking love him and miss him. bakerXderek, Arson Rides from All Hail 6.0. Do either of you guys have a girlfriend? I do, and she's literally sitting right behind the camera you guys are watching me with. Wanna say what's up?
Hi.
And then Arson Rides.
Just go ahead and go on downstairs in your SpongeBob pajamas, say hello to your mom, and you got your answer.
Woo! Sheen Ever Seen says, "Do crabs think fish can fly?"
What kind of fucking stupid ass question is that?
Desert Weasel says, "I heard that bXd's air horn was powered by Nas. Also heard that Arson felched it all. The nitrous. Any truth to this?"
What I do with cans of nitrous oxide is my own business, all right?
Skates1 says, would you rather have to fuck a motorcycle in the gas tank or exhaust? And then, quote, you have to go balls deep, unquote.
I don't know who asked this question, but if your dick is small enough to fit into the fucking gas nozzle of your motorcycle, I'm sorry for you, bud. It's a real unfortunate circumstance that fully torqued you can fit up in there. Hopefully at least you got some length to you. If not, you better learn how to eat pussy, bud. But I guess exhaust, I guess. It's hot, spicy. I like it. I'm kinky. Whatever.
Are you sure about that?
I'd rather fuck the tiny gas overflow hose. So P-Man Wong, what's your take on being such a big influence on San Bernardino tourism? Tourism? I wouldn't go that far. Never been there, just went a few weeks back to ride there. The same streets I see in your vlog and hill tips. One thing I will say, I tripped that it literally says Mansion Hilltop on Google Maps. That actually is a feat I never set out to make, but and am glad that I accomplished. And I think that's fucking awesome as fuck. So that's pretty much my only take on it. And fucking Arson's fucking always gone up there with me too, every time he's ever been here. So fucking, what's your take on the Mansion Hill Cut, especially after all this time? What do you think about it then and now?
I think the people up there are dicks, and I hope they all move away. And it's not what it used to be.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole changed atmosphere now. Back in the day, it was like peaceful and organic, and you can live off the land. And nowadays, it looks like fucking back in the days when the Industrial Revolution hit, and it looks just like open fucking smoggy asshole and desolate dead lands, and you get robbed the second you stop your bike, and there's fucking lizards that bite your ankles.
What is the best scooter on the market? Yeah.
First of all, there's no lie in that.
Hey, I know second grade is tough, man, but you need to get working on that spelling. It's Cheaah. You spelled it.
Or Cheaaaah. And if you want to get a little frisky, you could add a little second H, but I wouldn't go more than that. And who is that?
That is
Borno.
Yeah, Cas Borno. Bruh, get with the times, my guy. Fix your shit. Fix it. All right. Best scooter in the world? Pink Vespa with a dildo seat, rainbow tassels, and a nitrous oxide system in which encapsulates you in an inferno of fire where you will burn in hell for all eternity where you belong.
Go ahead, Brian Williams me real quick. I actually want to get the closest looking thing to a Faggio from Vice City and literally get the professional decals to make it say Faggio. If anybody in the world or anybody somehow watching this has that or can do that and sends us a picture, I'll give you the most virtual crisp high five you've ever been given. And Arson will too. So I kind of want to see that. That had to have been done already.
It had to have been done, but apparently not. We haven't seen it.
Yeah. Enlighten us. Amika Me Non-Deficit says, have you ever totaled a bike? Yeah, there's a video on it called bakerXderek Crash. And I totaled my bike, and then I fucking melt it back together with hot iron stuff, and then it turns into another bike, and it works again. S14 Slice says, why don't you do meet and greet rides? Bet local rides would enjoy meeting up. You know what's funny about that? I had the biggest plans to do that. And then the local, recently, the homies did a San Diego ride, and they all got butt fucked, like, without even doing anything. And I'm kind of weary on ever doing them kinds of planned rides anymore besides SCMM. SCMM's good because we do that legit. We notify the cops, everything. This one, these kind of rides, they kind of killed it for us for that. But you feel the same? Yeah. But definitely, if you guys can make it out to anything, keep your eyes on the SCMM. If there's anything for you to make plans for, do it for SCMM. It's definitely more of an experience than you ever hear of on any videos because it's all one of those, if you have to be there to experience the experience. And it's one of those things you do for your own life's sake and something to live with and know you did and the good time you had, because it's more than a good time, trust me. But if and you guys are interested in those kinds of things, definitely use that as your thing to look forward to. Well, I like this one from 2002 Star Custom. You might know that one.
Yeah.
If you could fist fight a famous historical figure, who and why?
Ooh, man. I would like to get in
There's
a
a lot.
bare knuckle box with, what's his fucking mouth? He's that guy that was like real bad. Hitler. I'd love to fucking fight that guy. I'd like to be the guy in history that had a bare knuckle brawl with Hitler. That'd be dope. I heard that he knows karate, but
Would
he
you
don't know hood roddy.
would you stop him from killing himself, beat his ass, and then proceed to let him kill himself?
Yeah, I'd fucking beat his ass in that bunker, and I'd fuck his wife right in front of him too, and then I'd fucking stick that cyanide pill up his asshole and let him burn from the fucking bottom up.
Sounds like a solid plan. I'd fist fight whoever shot Lassie.
Yeah, that
I never even seen the movie, but I found out through fucking everybody letting me know that Lassie got killed in the movie. That she did. Is it true Lassie gets killed? Have you seen it?
Oh yeah, he gets his head blown off.
Yeah. Whoever fucking blew off Lassie's dome, I want to fist fight that piece of shit. Because whoever can literally point a gun, literally have a gun, pick it up, feel that steel in their hand with a loaded gun, or if they even had to load it beforehand, he's like, oh, I gotta do this. Puts the shit down, has the thoughts going, putting this fucking bullets in the gun. I don't. Was it a fucking cocker or a loader?
The fucking double-barreled shot shit.
Even worse. So he did it extra dirty and fucking gave him. Was it bird shot or a slug?
I think it was like straight up buckshot with a couple of razor blades in it.
Oh, he probably.
Salt
It
rock.
was probably a homemade shell.
Yeah, with salt rock in it too.
Oh man, see that motherfucker needs a fist fighting.
Yeah, they shot him in the ass too.
Oh, this shows it.
Yeah, they stuck the barrel in his butthole and fucking pulled the trigger. That's how they did it back in the day.
That's the answer right there. Curtis Vale says, would you rather have a threesome with 2 semi-attractive guys or 1 super hot guy? See, these are the questions we were looking for right here.
What the fuck? Okay, so it was 3... how many was it?
Would you rather have a threesome with 2 semi-attractive guys or 1 super hot guy?
Okay, here's the situation. If it was 2 semi-attractive guys or whatever, I would try to do the 3-way in a way that like no one beat my cheeks, and maybe I just like sat there and like tried to like whack my flaccid dick or something. But I mean, if you're going mano a mano with an attractive dude, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no way out of that. You're either putting your dick in someone's butthole or getting your butthole fucking reamed. But if there's 2 other dudes, you can just be like moral support, like a cheerleader, maybe a fluffer if needed. But I'll go 2 dudes, and then I'll just try my best not to get cornholed or do the cornholing.
Yeah, I'd have to go ahead and do. I'd go ahead and do 1 super hot guy just for the sheer fact of not having to worry about 2 mushroom tips to deal with. And you know, if it's a super hot guy, how's it a super hot guy that don't take care of their shit? You know what I'm saying? So you know, worst case scenario, if I was put in that scenario, I'd have to deal with that, and then plus, I would just fucking put a strap on and fucking a Monster Energy edition where they use the circumference and the length of a Monster Assault 24-ounce can. And I just rail him with that where he thinks that I'm hung like an elephant when in reality I ain't even doing anything gay. So I don't know, is fucking a dude in the ass in a moment under duress where you have to with a strap on that gay? If you had to do it? If someone said you have to fuck this guy in the ass, you could use a strap on or your real dick. Wouldn't you take the strap on route?
I'd take the strap on, yeah, but if I could just be there and just be a fucking fluffer or a cheerleader or like try to beat my dick in the corner, I'd probably just do that.
But you can't for this one.
Yeah, but yeah, of course, because there's man on man and just be some dude masturbating in a room with another dude. But if there's 2 guys there, they can just fucking finger each other and then maybe, you know, I'll smack an ass or 2 or fucking, you know, jiggle someone's balls around. But that's not gay.
Plus, you can, then on one of your return videos, make a video called I stuck a strap-on Monster Assault 24-ounce Energy Edition up a guy's asshole. No clickbait, full story with photos video.
Not worth it.
Chris Medina 1111 says, What do you think you guys will be doing in 10 years?
Probably the exact same shit that I'm doing right now, but a little bit more wrinkly in the ball sack department.
Sadly, probably got the same exact answer. But with smellier asshole. You could test that one up.
Yeah, I attest.
Center Saint 28 says, if you could do a dual vlog with any famous person, dead or alive, who would you choose?
A famous person?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive, huh? Good old Paul Walker.
Damn. You fucking go ahead and sit in the passenger seat of his little Skyline? Is it a Skyline you had?
No, I would just ride behind him and just catch it on video.
Would you get one of these with him?
I would just get him on a motorcycle and be like, all right, I'm gonna be about 20 to 50 feet behind you. Just do your thing, bud.
But you can't go throughout the day without getting one of these with him.
Oh no, definitely.
4'4" China says, do you miss your DR200? Yes. DJ Bookie says, how many nuggets can you fit in your mouth?
About 350.
I could fit about 4.5. Brian Lorsey, is there a due date for the rebirth of the DR200 due to unfortunate circumstances? No. Art Hurt says, if you had to fuck a motorcycle, what motorcycle would you fuck?
Dan's H2, and I'd leave a fat nut in it, so when he starts it up, then it shoots nut all over him.
I'd pick Jake's FZ07 just because my sack's already been on it. Fiends Burns official says, do Yeens think a snowman should be considered a body of water?
Do I think a snowman should be a body of water?
Yeah, a snowman should be considered a body of water.
I see what you did there, and fuck off.
Noisebomb B1100 says, can I tongue punch your fart box?
No.
Buttery Butter 3 says, does a butt chug count as a shotgun?
First off, I don't know how you would get a beer can opening next to your butthole to where it would like match up like really well, like a good seal, without cutting your butthole.
Probably the Steve-O style.
Yeah, but Steve-O style, that's a beer bong, not a shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the difference. You're 12 years old and you're probably shotgunning Capri Suns with your friends at the fucking playground, the jungle gym, off the seesaw.
Punching pouches into your asshole.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, you don't even know what you're talking about right now, honestly. So a beer bong is where you get a funnel and a hose and you put some beers in it and you drink it out of the fucking tube looking like you're sucking fucking Mandingo dick. And on the second hand, a shotgun is where you poke a hole in the bottom of a can, pop the top, and suck it all dry. All right? Get your facts straight. Then come at me like a man.
Martin Schultz, 187 Urs, says, is it gay to fuck women because they like dick and loving dick is gay?
Yes. If they're a lesbian. Wait. No. No, it's not gay. You're stupid. Shut up. Can you block that guy?
Can you guys be my dads?
No.
Justin the Apparition says, indica or sativa? Sativica. Well, guys, me and Arson went through 438 Instagram questions, and now we're going to go through a few on the Twitters I saw you guys post, because I saw a few decent ones we'll go ahead and throw up on the vid as well. Don't want to leave you guys out of the mix. I see your guys' questions, and we'll go ahead and start with Spicy110 saying, will we ever be able to detect single gravitations, given that their existence is necessary for quantum mechanics and Einstein's general theory of relativity to meld and work together?
Whoa! Someone's been fucking on Wikipedia. Wowee, Spicy!
And my answer to the question is, okay. You would ask some fucking gay ass shit. He said, if you had to jerk off while watching Arson Rides fuck somebody, who would you want him to be fucking?
Banned. Block him.
Damn, L96A1 Paco says, when did you want me to make your barbecue chicken with that Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce? Some beers and some Sweet Baby Ray's.
Fucking Sweet Baby gays, am I right?
Maybe. I haven't tasted it yet. Is Sweet Baby Ray's gay?
I mean, it's like
Is it gay lube?
It's like $1.50 at the fucking grocery store. It ain't no fucking. It ain't no fucking like some fucking DuPont de Champagnon fucking like $50 top shelf.
DuPont de Champagnon. I forgot about that. And Red Shoe said, if you and Arson were circus performers, what would your circus act be, and what would you be called?
I'd be Arson the Amazing Extendo Sack. Or the Bearded Lady, I don't know.
And I would be Baker the Extended Queefer.
You'd be shooting darts out of your fucking queefalaria.
Yeah, I'd shoot fucking darts at goat nut sacks from 50 yards away with my asshole.
And then you could fucking serve those fucking goat testicles deep fried for $1.50 a pop.
After the circus.
After the show.
Because we don't want no eating interrupting your beautiful act you get before your very eyes.
Yeah.
And then Arson the Extendo Sack will be over there fucking choking you guys out with a fucking tilt-a-whirl around your throat with his Extendo Sack. And then you guys definitely won't be eating them goat testicles.
Hey, and if there's any fine-ass brizzles out there and it's a little bit nippy out there, I got you covered. Literally.
Nathan Mills says, what's the weirdest fan interaction you all had? Funny enough as it is, when I went to Texas for the good old SBK meet with good old Arson and Delinquent and you boys, everyone was overly nice there. And then one lady came up and we were all in our little bike lot doing some trickety tricks and some trickety poos, and she comes up to me and she goes, hey, are you bakerXderek? And then I'm like, yeah, and she goes, oh, every time your intro song comes on, it pisses me off. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. And then we all went on our merry ways, and it was like the most awkward interaction. It's actually in my Texas video if you guys have seen it. I actually put it in there because it was on tape, and thought I'd share the awkwardness with y'all's. But that was a weird one, having that kind of said. Like,
Yeah.
Like, you think it's all merry and jolly and something happy, and she's like, no, you fucking piss me off, bitch. Fuck out of Texas. And then,
I got
What
a weird one.
What was Arson the Extendo Sack's weirdest moment?
One time I motorboated a fan's mom right in front of the kid. I motorboated her.
And what was their reaction and experience to the ordeal?
Well, the kid was embarrassed to begin with. I forget which, it was at SEM, I think it was like the first SEMM, and I totally like felt on his mom's boobs and motorboated her. And the kid was just kind of just like he was making that face. He's like, this just happened right now. Like my hero just defiled my mom. And I didn't know that she was there with someone. I was just like, oh, boobs, cool. And then, yeah. I'm sorry, kid. If you ever want to get revenge on me, just wait until you turn 18 and then you can come find me and we'll duke it out, okay, bud? Sorry.
Ape Rail says, what is the hardest part when you started motovlogging?
Motovlogging in general.
Yep. That and as always with any channel, the first 1,000 subs I'd say is the hardest. But
And fucking getting audio to work.
oh yeah, with motovlogging, yeah, everybody who ever does motovlogs is gonna go through that issue or has gone through that issue. Good old microphones fucking your gooty. Thankfully, I've been blessed with one that's been working for a while, and I probably just cursed it just saying that. But people like Arson and Tony Carbajal, I remember he bought quite a bit. Everybody's been screwing. Even with the ones that I use, I've seen people getting them broken. So I don't know. Fucking, it's like a luck of the draw when it comes to audio too. So you gotta be on point with that shit. And Arson, you actually use one of these guys, right?
Yep.
Arson actually, for just an inside tip for those of you that don't know, he uses one of these. It's a Zoom H1, and you could actually plug a microphone into the deal, and it does internal audio, so you could actually put this in your pocket and swirl it up your helmet. He does it. You might see it in some of his videos on his channel, and his pics on his Instagram and his Twitter and whatnot, and you'll catch all that shit. Hayden the Great says, what's your best / worst interactions with cops?
I plead the fifth.
So, FIF?
1, 2, 3, 4, fifth.
Noah Odina says, if you were given a Dyna, would you stun it out or trade it for something else?
I would just leave it as it is, because I ain't into all that foo-foo lame shit.
I'd probably keep it, get my balls vibrated enough till I can't have kids no more, and then trade it for like a supermoto or some shit. Ice Cream Gecko says, if you could change YouTube to what it was 6 years ago, would you do it? Also, how do you think about people starting out on YouTube that are in it for the business? Greets from Germany.
Prepare yourself for heartache, and yes, I wish it was the way it was before. It was easier, less complicated, and less fucky.
Yep, I would totally go back to old school YouTube in a fucking heartbeat. And people that come in for business, I just say they're going to be fucking disappointed from the very first day they do it, because it don't work that way or come that quick. Only for a select few, and if you're that select few, then you'll be the lucky one that has a good time. Chris says, would either of you get a cool car along with your bikes and feature it occasionally on the channels?
What?
A cool car to get along with your bikes.
I mean, I don't know what that means. Like,
Like
would
buy a car.
Would I buy a car?
Yeah.
What if you already have a car and it sucks? I mean,
all his Tesla was featured on our museum video.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen that museum video, that one's a treat. That one's totally different than what we do, and you guys can learn something on that one. So make sure you look up that video, our little history fucking lesson at the museum, and we give you a little tour.
yeah.
Me personally, I would never get a car because I couldn't even fathom even being able to get one, so it ain't even on the mind. Half Dead Rider says your 66 has done a lot of Goody carrying over the years. Has it had the cam chain engine or cam chain changed or any other major engine work? It's one on my list of bikes to look at in a few months or so. I've just had the valves adjusted, and when I had that done, everything looked like really fresh. They said under there, and I saw it, and it was like one of our buddies doing it, so it was no one bullshitting. And so I haven't personally, but I've had the valves done and everything. All right, guys, we just did almost 500 questions worth we skimmed through. Hopefully we got your question. If not, we're sorry. But if you guys like this format, be sure to let us know, and literally be sure to let us know, because if you guys like this, we were thinking of maybe adding a couple of these videos in from time to time where maybe we can answer some more questions you guys got, or maybe some give you guys some advice that we might be able to give you guys. So if you guys like this format, maybe like us to do a few more videos like this, let us know. If we answered your questions, I'm glad we did. If we didn't, let us know some more under this video. And next time we do this, we'll be sure to go to this video and look at the fucking questions and maybe get them in the next video. Yeah?
Yeah!
Go ahead and say what you'd like to add to the video.
Okay, for all of you guys asking, I will be making YouTube videos in the future. Thank you very much for caring. You can catch me and Derek on Twitch, bakerXderek _ on Twitch, ArsonIdeX, ArsonIdeX on Twitch, and then we play every fucking day, so that's where we're at.
And you're fucking Twatter, you're on Twatter actively.
Arson rides, that's it. That's all you need to know. The only thing that's different is ArsonIdeX for whatever reason, alright? So just get used to it.
Yep. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and thanks for everybody that chimed in with some good old cues. And you guys have a real good day. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the fuck out of that like button. You guys have a real good day. I'll see you guys later.